What's up, everybody? Howdy, howdy, it's Greggin time. Get the green screen going properly here. Sweet. Greg, to see you too, Dave. Howdy, howdy. How's it going, Marky Mark? All right, where were we? Uh-oh. Why? Please check log for details. Oh boy. What is going on here? Hey, Provolt, thanks so much for the sub. We may be debugging. Why is this happening? I'm very scared. I don't know what that means. What's in my log? Let's go look. Check log for details. What log? Logs. FML server latest? Latest.log? I don't know which one to look at. Okay, it's not just latest.log. I'm not seeing... Shoot. What is this? I just want to make sure I didn't screw something up that's gonna like ruin my save. Did I only update server and not the client? How would I find out if I screwed it up? What would be a way to look at that? Because I definitely updated the client. This is the beta 1. Let me exit real quick. I guess I didn't install CSM and notes onto the server end. So that is a thing. But I'm definitely running the beta 2.8 server. Let me make sure. Yep, that's the beta 2.8 server. Yeah, Provolt, I did the same thing. I mean, I replaced my entire mods folder. I did everything. I'm a bit worried, though. I don't know what to look at to fix it. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm just looking at my server thread, and if I don't know. Yeah, because the mods I have are client side, so I'm just like, what even would the error be here? Huh. Let me try just restarting the server. Let me also post a picture of that to the beta testing. These errors are scaring me, not sure what to do. I have backups of everything, so that's good. So if there's a problem here, we'll figure it out. For now, I'm gonna restart my GTNH beta 2.8 and the server. Can you make a cheeseburger in GTNH? Yes, you can. You sure can. You can make a lot of foods with Spice of Life or whatever it's called that adds the billions of foods. All right, well, we're reloading the game. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, this time it had no errors. Huh. I'm asking someone, I launched again and no errors, but did it break something on my client or server and I might need to roll back? Because what I don't want to do is think that the problem is fine because it didn't happen again, but then it's like something actually broke and is now saved into my save as being broken. You know what I mean? Like sometimes errors only happen once, but they stick. Like they made an impact on something. I just want to make sure that's not what's happening here. All right, people are saying I should be fine in the Discord. So I'm just gonna trust that. It's just that that's what shows up when NEI is dying for whatever reason, but it's not gonna break the world. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, I can blame you for all my problems, Oscar. Okay, it's your fault. Let's see. So brass item pipes. I'm just trying to think, like, should I just try to make normal brass? Or what's up, Stiller? Gold, cobalt, PVC. Yeah, I mean, my only option is tin or brass, and brass is twice as good. So maybe I should make some brass item pipes for this. We said we only needed like a couple dozen. Okay, sorry. Let me get all my windows fixed now that things are running properly, it seems. Is chat working on screen? Yeah, it is. Okay. Hadn't even looked at that yet. Get that window up. Get that window up. All right. Yeah, today's kind of a weird day for me. I don't know. I might record an episode during this, but I might just derp around for a while and not. Thanks, Gappin, for the Twitch Prime sub. Very much appreciated. Let's see. It's gaping. Got it. All right. Do I want this? Because that's kind of the question I'm also trying to figure out, Complex, is do I want this to be my smelting setup? How many would I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 3 more for each length. So I'd need about, I only need 16 brass pipes, and I get 2 per 6 plates. So I only need 48 brass. That's not that bad. Let's just make 48 brass. Which is, wait, can I make brass ingots? I can't remember. With the alloy smelter? Yeah, I can. Oh, okay. But can I make zinc ingots? I can. Okay, so all we need, oh my gosh, sorry, NEI key bindings are all wrong because I updated. So recipe is R, usage is T, search for item in nearby inventory is G. Craft items is C. What does that mean? Is it not Shift C anymore? Or is that a different key binding? Anyway, back to last recipe is the tilde. And then I can never remember which one is previous machine. I think this is Q and W. Previous item panel page. Not what I want. Previous recipe, next recipe is Z and X, I think. Yeah, that's what I want there. And then that scrolls that. But then what else is Z doing? Z is doing something else. I don't know what that is, but I don't need it. Why is Z not working? Z's doing something else. It's literally not doing anything right now. What else is Z doing? Next tooltip. Okay, we can get rid of that. Ah! How do you remove right click? Complex, those two statements don't make sense together for me. They're not going to be relevant for a long time, so why shouldn't I change the controls? I can get them going where they need to be in 15 million hours when I have the matter manipulator, right? Okay, so I want to make some brass. So what we're going to do is grab our zinc gravel, which turns into 1 ingot each. And 1 zinc makes 4 brass, and we said we needed 48 brass, is that right? 3 plates each. But it's 3 to 2. So I actually need more than 48. I need 48 plus 24, which is 72. But then divide that by 4, which is 19. So I need 19 zinc ingots. I'll just make a little bit extra. So this all gets chucked in here. And then we're gonna need some copper. 60 copper ingots. Oh, I can macerate that? No! Wait, but can you still melt the... Hold on. Does the... I just want to make sure that all works properly. Crushed zinc ore, but I can't smeltery smelt it? Oh, but I can just make the zinc ingots that way. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought I needed to process this with the smeltery. That was a mistake. Hey Marco, got you playing GTNH again? Thanks, you think? Exactly. Exactly. Sorry about that. Anyway, I like this item pipe idea, so I'm going with it. You can't stop me. Maybe I should be stopped, but I'm not gonna be. I do need to keep the wrought iron going here, though. And then I need some more wood. So yeah, today's a weird day. I'm feeling a bit off, so I'm gonna be a little derpy. I don't really know how much progress we'll make, but we might get our first LV machine. I'm evaluating a lot of things in life, and that includes content creation stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with this GTNH series. I'm not entirely happy with it, and I've already made a couple changes. You know, like I stopped editing the straight to YouTube series, and there's a big part of me that's I'm trying to figure out if I want to switch to stream only, which is not something I've ever really done. Like with a few exceptions, like there have been a few times where I've only streamed something because it's just a one-off stream or a 3-off stream or whatever. But the problem is just something about there's something about going to YouTube that makes it feel more performant during the stream, and there's just something off about that, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is, because it's not hard to do what I've been doing for the last, 8 episodes or whatever. It's been very low effort, and it's what I've done for Factorio series before and stuff, and that's worked out fine. But I think the difference is those series felt more like I was recording for YouTube and happened to be live on Twitch at the same time. Yes, Tyler, this is live. But I think the difference here is this actually feels more like I'm wanting to hang out with Twitch and stream the game, and I'm having to record during it. And even though those may theoretically sound like they're the same thing, I think they play out very differently. And so I'm still trying to figure some things out. And today's a weird day. It's cloudy outside, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So for today, we're just gonna hang out and have some fun, and I don't really know what we're gonna do, but we might accomplish some things. Yeah, and Pro Vault, exactly. I actually think the YouTube series is a little bit hampered by the fact that I'm streaming, because I'm doing so much interacting with Twitch. It makes it hard to like present a normal YouTube experience. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it feels a little bit like I'm stretching the same experience over 2 different canvases, and I just don't know how well it's working, and I don't know if I'm enjoying it. Part of me is, I think it's probably better for the channel to have a YouTube series. And I know some people rely on that. There are some people that have basically said they won't watch the live VODs because they're 5 hours long or 4 hours long or whatever. And so they do really appreciate the updates. What I might do instead is when I feel like it, I'll do a base update. And that might be all I upload to YouTube. Like, that's one option. I'm not even saying that's the option I'm going with. I'm just saying that is an option here. Another option is continuing to do what I'm doing, and for whatever reason, it's just I'm not feeling it today, but that doesn't mean it's a bad option entirely because of that. So yeah, there's a lot of different routes here. I don't know exactly which one I'm taking, and today's just kind of a weird day, so I'm probably not going to make the decision today. I'm just kind of mentioning that I'm noodling on all of this. Because exactly, I shouldn't force it. Whatever decision I go with, it needs to be something I enjoy. And I think part of it that's weird too is that I've been really obsessed with Pyanodons the last few days, and so my brain is very much in Pyanodon's world, and so it's been less in GTNH world. So that's part of it too, is I'm like, what do I even do in GTNH? Because GTNH is far more overwhelming for me than Pyanodons. I think that's because modded Minecraft is overwhelming. Have I considered AI video editing? I haven't, and I probably won't. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in doing. Then again, if it gave me perfect results, I'd use it, so I guess there is a line somewhere where I'd consider it, but I highly doubt it's capable of giving me the types of results that I want. Anyway, where did I put the zinc? Oh, I don't have it yet. So yeah, I just wanted to get all of that out there in the world. I don't really know what I'm saying right now, other than those are things I'm thinking about. And I guess I'm starting to wonder, should I use a saw for this? Because I get like twice as many logs, right? Yeah, I do get twice as many planks. For the cost of some iron? Is that even worth it? How much of a saw are we talking here for a whole stack? Yeah, it's probably not worth it. We get free logs already. I can always just add more crop sticks if we need to. Have I thought about just doing voiceovers on the gameplay? Stellar, the problem with that is that's back to requiring a lot of editing. Voiceovers are even harder than editing. Like, what I started doing at the beginning of this series was editing down, and that is actually still one of the easier ways to edit, because it's just trimming. Doing a voiceover on top of that's actually even more work, because then you have to edit down and then figure out what you're going to say over, and then you have to record that separately. So if I wanted a 40-minute or even a 30-minute voiceover episode, not only do I have to make a script, but I actually have to record that 30 minutes of audio, which is probably going to take 2 hours because you have to record lines multiple times. You got to get the timing right. So voiceover editing is actually the hardest of all of it. Unless I did something super duper duper short, like I cut it down to like 2 minutes and I'm like, here's the thing I built and here's the result of it and I liked it a lot, and I just put that over like 2 minutes of me viewing that thing in the game. You know, that would be a little bit more chill, but even then, that's maybe still more effort than what I was already doing of just hitting record sometimes and recording certain sections of the stream. So there's a lot of interesting interplay here. But let's get the zinc going in the alloy furnace. I'm going to switch this thing off of rubber, and we got to put in some copper. I don't think I have much copper right now. So let me get this chuck. Or no, I do have copper, but it's over here. I'm putting things in all sorts of weird places. Okay, so let's put that in there. That'll get us our zinc. You're building your first full-size MV farm for wood. Benzene production drain 4 full barrels. Yeah, Chad, I think benzene is a trap in LV or MV. I think the wood plank version is better than benzene. The thing about benzene, though, I know it maintains itself a lot longer, so it is an investment in the future. So when I say it's a trap, I don't mean it's a trap like it's not worth it. I mean, like, I think people might hop into benzene sooner than it's worth it to hop into it. Then again, I also don't know what I'm talking about, so I'll throw that in there. I'll throw that in there. Alright, and then we're just gonna slam the brass into some plates. And there we go. Item pipes. Boom, baby. I probably need to mine some more copper in this episode, too. Because this copper needs to get forge hammered as well to turn into normal copper ingots rather than the stupid versions. And let's go cut down some more trees since it's been like 10 years. Should I make a lumber axe? I think the answer is yes. Let's go get a steel lumber axe going. Okay, so 8 more steel plus 2. What all does a lumber axe need? Lumber axe needs the plate as well, which I could make out of bronze. Do I have 8 bronze in here? I do. Pinball Panda, I'm curious, like, I appreciate that comment, but when you say the effort I put into a good product, what products specifically are you referring to? Like, in your mind, what products of mine have you seen that have felt like I've put effort into that good product? Because I'm curious what you mean by that. Anyway, we have to fix the settings on our quest lines here. View mode, lock tray. Where's the theme? I think I liked the... Wait, which one was I on? Was I on Midnight? I think I was on Midnight. Yeah. There we go. Whoa, no. We don't need all those extra lines. That is messy. Oh, you mean the effort I put into a good product, like in the actual gameplay itself, not like content create. I thought you meant like the effort I put into a content creation wise. You like the new test? Therian, I don't know what you mean exactly. Okay, so steel, lumber. I made a lumber axe head, right? Yeah, broad axe head, cast. Steel's on the bottom, cast that. Oh, the new test theme. Gotcha. And then what else did I need? I need a tough rod and a binding. Do I have some obsidian in here still? No. Oh, I do. I do. So we'll do the obsidian binding. Yeah, I appreciate that, Pinball Panda. I don't really know where things are going in life, so we'll see what next month's update looks like, but I'm glad that some people are enjoying the updates and such. Bronze. Okay, and then what should I make the tough rod out of? I mean, I guess just bronze or steel, right? Just for more durability. What's the steel versus bronze handle durability difference? Let's see. So if I just click tough rod, of course I clicked one where it doesn't have the... Only some of them, it's really weird. Only some of them have the... No, I guess I need to type in the product. There we go. I just wanted to get to this. So steel handle modifier is 1.3 and bronze handle modifier is 1.25. It's not that different. So I might as well just use bronze. I'm not planning on, like, you guys already know my wood production is not primarily coming from lumber axe. So the durability of this is not a huge deal. Okay, I'm missing a piece. Where did my bronze... Wait. Oh, it's right here. It's hiding. He's sitting up here like, they won't see me, they won't see me, I'm safe. Not safe. All right. Lumber axe. Wait, did I not put it in my inventory? Literally incapable of doing things, apparently. All right, there we go. Hooray! Much better. Though these trees aren't very tall, it still is nice to only have to chop the bottom one. My chaos placement of slime trees might be a little problematic here. I'm gonna make a better system, don't worry. If only because it looks nicer. Yeah, the oil sand semi-fluid thing is dope. I did that Stellar last season, and the amount of like oil sands you need is so tiny to get the heavy oil part. Slime trees can do 2x2s? Oh, really? I don't think I knew that. Like they grow into one tree? Someone might have mentioned that before, but I definitely forgot about it. They can't. Oh, well, I guess it depends though, because sometimes the way they grow is going to exclude trees from growing next to them, right? Because what I was thinking was doing raised beds here, but I guess I could do a raised 2x2 and see. We'll try it out. And we'll leave a little bit of space for better sapling reproduction here. I mean, if it doesn't work, we can reposition the dirt. Might as well try it. Speaking of dirt, need a little bit more. Okay, so then sapling. Yeah, see, I actually didn't get very many saplings from that. So I'm gonna have to pivot here. I do want to try a 2x2 just to see what it looks like. I don't think I've torched this part of my base. Just nice to have less monsters spawning around. Not my favorite look, but I think it's worth the product of no monsters spawning outside my house. I also need to check the roof for any spawn spots. Wait, see, where did you come from? Get out of here. Get out of here. If you do netherrack faster, yes, Carlos, to your question earlier. I think netherrack handles are pretty common because the netherrack handle... Oh. Never mind. Maybe just netherrack for the head material is what people like to use. Because I think having less durability makes it level up faster. I'm like 80% sure of that. Okay. Anyway, I digress. Put those in there. What's this slime good for? I can compress it into congealed blue slime. I can extract it for rubber dust too. I guess I'll just keep some of it because we have far more of the green slime. And then throw away the clover, put away the dark ashes, put away the steel. Provold, I wanted to go back to what you said earlier. The current GTNH video is not adding value to people who catch the streams, and people it does serve may feel like second-class citizens. I'll get back to that in a little bit. I'm having lots of thoughts and ideas about all these things, so. I put my pickaxe in the chest. What chest did I put my pickaxe into? Oh gosh. One of these? Where did I put it? Wait, I don't see it. Oh no. Wait, did I? I definitely put my pickaxe somewhere. But where did I put it? It's gone. The corner ones? The steam ones. Okay. It's not in any of these. Please don't tell me I like macerated it or something. I don't see it anywhere. I mean, I'm definitely missing my pickaxe. It's not in my backpack. It's not in any of these. So I did put it somewhere. The question is where? That's the steel one. That's not it. It's not in this chest. It's not in that one. So, like, it's missing. It's full on missing right now. Oh no. Alright, how do I load it back up? That's a problem. It's one of those days, folks. Is there a way to undo that? Like, does the game have a way to untrash something, or is it just period gone forever, gotta load it back up? Like, I'd be fine with some sort of console command, you know, to get it back. But that's just ridiculous. Alright. In all seriousness, how do I load it back up? Because I've never had to do it before. So I assume I go into my server. I assume I stop the server. And then I have the backups folder. It would be really nice if the trash can had a buyback, like from the last 5 minutes, and it just kept a history of everything you threw in there and you could cheat it back in. That would be a really nice quality of life feature to prevent stuff like that. I know that you still run into the issue of like, well, what if you trash something and don't notice that you trashed it for like an hour? Like that can still be an issue, but at least if it would prevent these immediate issues. That would be a nice feature. Anyway, back to my question. For the world backup, do I literally just, like, what do I do? Because I've got these zip files that include a visual prospecting folder and a Cridania the Second folder, which is the name of my save. Do I literally just unpack the zip and then delete my world folder and replace it with the one from the zip? Is that all I do? Is it that simple? Do I need to do something else? Okay, so last modified one. Oh, it didn't make any backups today at all? Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Whew, that scared me. Okay, backups. Last backup was 1:33 p.m., so we should be okay. So extract to that folder. Is there a specific file I could copy over from the save file that would fix my inventory? Or is that gonna screw with stuff? Copy over the player data. The player data folder, just overwrite the backup one into the folder. Keep current save just in case. All right, well, I will rename the current save Cridania the Second backup. I will then copy it, which is gonna take, okay, only a few seconds. Then I will rename the copy to the normal save name, Cridania the Second. Then I will copy the backup, Cridania the Second player data folder. Then I will go back to the Cridania the Second, which is the copy. I will delete the player data folder in that one, and I will paste in the one from the backup, and that should do it. And now I can fire up the server. Boom. And the only thing that could go wrong here is like I had stuff in my inventory and it'll now give me like some free slime or something. I don't think there's anything too big of a deal here that it's gonna screw up. Okay, well, while we're waiting for that to load, now would be a good time to revisit the question of where I'm going with this series in the future, because I kind of like the idea, and I've noodled on it a few times, of just like being a streamer, because I've been a YouTuber for so long and I've done lots of streaming, but I've never been the person that just like streams and hangs out and then stops streaming and that's all I do. And there's something really freeing about that, of not needing to worry about tying anything to this YouTube episodic series or like, and that, I think that might be where I want to go with Gregtech. And people can join the journey, and once in a while, maybe I will do world update videos where I will actually just record. I'll turn off Twitch chat, you know, I'll turn off my camera, and I'll just record a quick update on the base. You know, like a 10-minute base update video. And I can do that once every 20 to 50 hours, you know, not every 4 hours, not every stream. So that, I think, is where I'm leaning. Now, unfortunately, I might have restored... No, I still have the lumber axe. Okay. No, I don't have the pickaxe. The one I restored does not have the pickaxe. Bummer. Okay. So I need to go one further back. To 1:27 p.m. Okay, so I gotta stop the server again. Player data, copy from the backup, paste into Crydania the second, delete that player data folder, paste it. And then start the server. Okay. Hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, Thomas, I'm still figuring it out. Like I said, today I'm in a weird funk. Not even a bad funk. I'm just in a weird mood today. I almost just canceled streaming. But I'm like, no, it does sound fun. Like I said, I would stream today. I want to show up for that. But like, I'm not in a normal mood today. So I don't know if I want to make any decisions in this place. But I'm not even in a bad mood. It's like, it's just a weird, I don't know if you guys ever have that happen. It's like, most days, if I'm in a funk, I'd say I'm in a bad funk. Like, oh, I'm feeling depressed today, or I'm not feeling motivated, or I'm just not. And it's not that. It's actually just like, I don't know what it is, but I'm definitely in a weird mood. So, yeah, today's not a good day for decision making when you're in a weird mood, but it is a day where I'm questioning everything, I guess. Okay. Hey, we have our pickaxe back, and we haven't made the lumber axe yet. And wait, did I hack the system? Do we already have the slime over here? Because that's in the world data. We cheated the system. I haven't even made a lumber axe, and we have slime that we chopped with a lumber axe. They're gonna send the GTNH police after me. It looks like I don't have the bronze plate somehow. How did that happen? I wonder if it was... Yeah, I think I burned some bronze here because of what happened. That's okay. Yeah, Stargate's totally invalid now. They're gonna take my license away. Okay, so I need more bronze now. So that's 3 copper and 10. 3 copper... I know the alloying recipe is not as good at this stage. I don't care. Like, it's better if I made... Wait. I don't know why. I forget that I can just melt bronze into the smeltery. Yeah, this is future chest, which doesn't have the large plate anymore. It's such a weird thing that just happened. Anyway, since I'm thinking about it, there's some more tin in there. Okay, well, all of that is crazy. Throw the brass in the forge hammer. Let's keep going with making our lumber axe. So we do have the trees correct over here? Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's like some weird, like, time-bending nonsense. It feels like there's a whole puzzle video game around what just happened. It really is funny, like, how streamer brain works. Back to like, how did this actually happen? It's... Streamer brain is really crazy. Like, when you're... Because conversation takes a lot more brain power than people realize. And when you're trying to have a conversation, even if it's internal, this is the other thing about streamer brain. People are like, oh, well, he was focused on playing the game, So like, why did he make that weird mistake? But like when you're streaming, you're always having a conversation inside of your head, even if you're not talking out loud at that very moment. There's still like a subroutine in your brain that's trying to think about what should I say next, or what should I say to the viewer, or how should I explain this thing? And that's always happening. And so even if the streamer is silent and it looks like they're focusing on the gameplay, there's still some part of their brain that's focused on the presentation of the content. And that just takes a lot of your brain processing power away from playing the game sometimes, and you just do really weird things. As evidenced. Also, when you're in whatever we're calling my funk today, that can be part of it too, apparently. Okay, so we got the lumber axe back. I don't think we did anything else extreme in this situation, so I don't really think. I think I ended up with 8 extra steel because of this, because I had put the steel into that chest. Did we dupe anything else? Did I put anything else in chests? I don't think I did, actually. So we kind of lucked out that we didn't even really cheat that hard. I got 8 free steel ingots and some free slime. But even the slime isn't free because the trees are gone. So it's more just like the durability on my lumber axe, and I paid 8 bronze to remake the lumber axe. So I think, given that I cheated, we ended up not cheating very much. Okay, so back to the project we're actually doing, which is brass item pipes. Let's keep going with that. So what I needed to make more brass... Why did I end up with so little brass? Did I not grab all the zinc from over here? Nah, there we go. There's the rest of the zinc. So we need brass from this recipe. There we go. And then we'll smush that in the forge hammer, and then we'll get more plates. And we said we needed like 70 or 80, about 80 brass plates to make the brass item pipes that we need. Did I make trains during season 1? Wait, are we talking about trains in GTNH? Is that even a thing? What are we talking about? Trains? Alright, let's throw this redstone into... wait, what's happening? Oh, I see what's happening. I did not know trains in GTNH were a thing. I'm probably not gonna make those. That does not sound like something... That sounds like it's ultra finicky. Double check trash can, close. I just need to double check my trash can if I'm ever planning on using it again. That's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, and then this needs to head over there. Referring to railcraft trains, yeah, I mean, that just sounds like a mechanic I'm not interested in. Not that I even really know much about it, but I'm guessing the answer is no. Oh, we gotta check on our coke ovens. I haven't looked at these bad boys in a hot second. I bet they're getting full of the old creosote. And I'm also betting that this creosote is starting to run low. I'm actually gonna put that there just so I can maneuver. Yeah, these were actually empty. Thankfully, the iron tank holds a lot of steam, which helps, but... I did a train station and a little bit of railcraft trains? No. Are you talking about my season 1? Surely I didn't. I don't think that was me. What do I search to see the tiles you're claiming that I made? I don't remember making electric train? No. I think you're thinking of another streamer. I don't remember making any train related things. I don't even remember experimenting with it. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for here, but that, I mean, I'm sure you can go find it in a past video and prove me wrong, for sure. I'm willing for that to be a possibility. I have zero memory, not even a faint, vague memory of messing with anything in the train world. Electrical engine. I don't think I made this. Yeah, you might be mixing up your... it's not the first time I've been mixed up with CarX 82. It is 82, right? It's even funny because I chose CarX 8 as my number. It's the KX. They're very similar names, and I had never seen... I wasn't copying. The person I copied, if I'm going to be accused of copying, let's make it accurate. The person I copied was actually Tuplex. I really liked Tuplex's screen name, and I was like, I want a screen name that's easy to say, it's easy to remember, it's not something that pops up on Google with a bunch of other people, and I liked the X at the end. It was like part, so Tuplex was actually part of my inspiration for Crydex. But yeah, found out about CarX later, and I was like, wow, those are really similar names. Okay, I'm gonna switch to brass here. And that is not divisible by 3. By the way, does anyone want to know a good divisibility by 3 trick? For those who don't know, you add together the digits. 3 plus 2 is 5, not divisible by 3. It's that easy. 3 plus 3 is 6, that is divisible by 3. So that is your math tip for the day. All right, chat, what should we actually do next? I know I'm just derping around here, but like, tell me what I need to get done. I think I need y'all's brain power to help me process my way through the day here. Okay, these all seem to have logs, though I could add more. This one's getting filled, but it's not totally full yet. The trick for 7s is really rough. It's such a hard trick that it's one of those, like, is the trick even easier than just actually dividing? And like, yes, it technically is if you put a lot of effort into it, but in most cases, it's gonna be faster to just type in your number divided by 7 and see if it's a whole number. Like, reaching for the calculator is the fastest plan when it comes to 7s. Consolidate input-output on the creosote ovens. Let's see, is that easily doable at this stage? I could use item pipes, but we have the problem again of rate. But these only make one item every, what is it? 90 seconds. So I guess the rate's not a problem on that one. So yeah, I could do that for sure. So I could make a bunch of little tin item pipes for that. It would also look cleaner, and I could run it... I could run it behind to feed in. It could run along the back middle here, and we could have a hopper feeding from the pipe. Can you do hopper? No. We just have the pipes go directly into the coke oven, right? And just one hopper in. So we could have the item pipe run underneath, but then... No, that doesn't really work. A hopper into the item pipe also works just because these are so slow. So that's fine too. So yeah, I'm thinking the bottom though could have hoppers out into an item pipe that then, yeah, okay. So we'll need like 30 or 40 tin item pipes. So let's make some more tin plates. The string that returns the trains is locomotives. Those teachers that said you're not gonna have a calculator on you most of the time. Look, as an actual math teacher, I have some opinions on the whole calculator versus no calculator debate. The problem, and I'm speaking purely for America, That's the only country I know anything about the education system. So for those of you that have experiences from different countries, I'm sure your thoughts are valid and conflicting with mine, but I can't speak to that. For America, however, the problem is not that we let kids use calculators. The problem is that we let kids use calculators when they don't actually know when to use calculators. It's like with most tools. It's useful to know how to use a tool, but if the tool becomes a crutch, then it actually hampers you. And then kids get into, like, I was tutoring AP Calculus students. AP Calculus. This is an advanced course usually taken by high school seniors. Really advanced students sometimes take it as a junior, but like, it's an advanced course. You're literally learning the fundamentals of calculus, you know, like integrals and derivatives and, you know, these crazy ideas. And I had some students in AP Calculus who were reaching for the calculator to do math like, you know, 12 divided by 8. Or to do math like, you know, 14 minus 22. And that's a problem because you don't have the time to use your calculator. Like, you need to be able to do 14 minus 22 and get to -8 in a quick enough time that it would be way faster than using your calculator, because there's a lot of no calculator portions on the AP test, and they involve some mental arithmetic too. And even on the calculator portions, you're going to be slowed down a lot if you have to type every calculation into your calculator. And so there is a bit of a give and take there that, like, yeah, it's true you'll always have your calculator, and you shouldn't, you know, your teacher shouldn't be making you do 327 minus 1528. Like, yeah, use a calculator for that. But 14 minus 22, you really should be, like, as a high school student, especially like past freshman year, you really should be able to do that pretty quickly without a calculator, just because it saves you so much time. You're actually talking about, like, you're wasting tons of time typing stuff into calculators at some point. And I think that's where a lot of my students got into trouble. I didn't mind that they used the calculator, I just minded when they were incapable of doing basic arithmetic. Because it actually slowed them down and made them way slower at doing problems that could have been a lot faster. Even though it's like their fundamental problem was not the material we were learning, it was having to type everything into a calculator, so it slowed them down. And so that's when you can run into issues with the whole, like, we have a calculator in our pocket idea. Anyway, there's my math rant for the day. Where am I putting all my nuggets? And do we have enough now? You guys came to see GTNH content, and instead you get weird Krydax funk. Anyway, so I could use barrels for input and output. I forgot about the barrels. I can put those underneath. I was planning on making a bunch anyway. That's why I made all these wood planks. So we actually do have some barrels now. But yeah, let's make those brass item pipes. So I want brass item pipes because 1 stack a second means I can run up to 10 furnaces, theoretically, because they take 10 seconds per item. So for now, I'll start with 22, and we'll see if that's enough to get what we want here. Where did I put my wrench? Oh, did it get used? It did get used. I need to be more careful about that. It keeps getting stolen as a crafting item. Brass baby? Or are we saying brass baby? I don't know what a brass baby is. Oh, you're talking about the Jabba barrels. You know, I'm very much a fan that they added vanilla barrels into the game. I wonder if they should have changed the name. Having 2 types of barrels is now a really confusing phrasing. Oh, you're right. The covers are part of the pipe item. I forgot about that. How do I remove them again? Do I need a screwdriver? Oh, I need the crowbar. Where did I leave the crowbar? Okay. So, back to the actual method here. So the actual method is going to be fuel in this way. I am going to go ahead and do 10. Let's see. Why don't I put the wrench there, actually? I think that's a good spot for it. So connect. Okay. Can you do shutters on item pipes? No? I find it interesting that you can't, actually. You'd think you could. Because there could be reasons that you would need it to be one directional, just like fluid. Okay, so that will feed in the fuel. And we want to feed the fuel in via conveyor. So we'll just put this chest. For now, we can change it to a barrel later. Put the conveyor there. And then you need an empty hand, which you weirdly can't switch to using that system. And we want import. Okay. So that will be successful for feeding fuel, I think. Let me practice. Boom, 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 boom. Throw that in here. I don't know how I do that. I actually don't know I do it on accident pretty frequently, but I don't understand how I'm doing it. Now we have to ask ourselves the question, is a stack every 20 seconds fast enough from the conveyor's perspective? Also, I think this is disconnected. There we go. A stack every 20 seconds is... No, we only need one item a second. So a stack every 20 seconds is like 3 items a second. Yeah. I do use the calculator in game sometimes. I'm well acquainted with it. Okay. Then these bad boys. Connect down. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Conveyor. Why is that not working? It won't let me put the conveyor on top. Heck? I'm clicking. I have to sneak click? Interesting. Did I forget that I needed to do that? Okay, and that's on import, so that'll grab stuff to smelt, chuck it in there, it'll get distributed at 1 item per second. Oh yeah, Complex, I forgot they changed it. I actually really like that, I just forgot that they changed it. So. Okay, and then all of those get hoppered towards the front, so I need 4 more hoppers for this. Do I have 4 more hoppers? I probably don't. Nope. Yeah, everyone's talking about the steam multi-block smelter. I've clearly gone a different route. I'm sure that's a great solution too, but it's not the one we're going with right now. What just happened? Oh. There we go. It was just putting it in there, which it's now not doing infinite, which is nice. That bug got fixed in the beta. It's one of the things that got me to update. Okay, this should do it. I think we now have a 10 furnace stack and everything is gonna work perfectly. So this is now our smelting setup. I jam everything up here, it'll come out the bottom, and I gotta put fuel in this as well. And we can use any sort of solid fuel. Which for now, I'm mostly planning on just using wood because it's cheap, but I could switch to something else later. And now I need to put the floor back in. Which I guess we just need some cobble because we need more floor. Make sure no mobs are spawning in here. I want to actually be able to walk behind this furnace stack. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, Angel. We are in both. We are late Steam / very beginning of LV, because you can get conveyors as soon as you get rubber, which is what we have available now. So we just got rubber, so we are basically technologically advanced enough to start LV, but there's just a lot of quests we haven't actually pursued yet to do it. Okay, cool. Now what? Well, now I actually feel like, I mean, this is probably a bad usage of the system, but I mean, we do need wrought iron, so I might as well use this system to smelt it. 10 furnaces does 1 item a second, so it's pretty fast. I just throw the iron nuggets in there and stuff comes out the bottom. Sweet. Sweet. I'm sad we're gonna lose this Damascus steel wrench, but we'll be able to make steel wrenches in the future, so it's fine. More wrought iron nuggets. Do I throw these in the compressor? No, is it the alloy smelter I need? No, it's a compressor. Do I need to do something else with them, though? I can't put the nuggets in the binning machine. Wait, the alloy smelter molding... Oh, wait. That's what I was just looking at in the... Is there 2 versions of the same thing? Oh, I just imagined seeing nuggets here and I didn't? Scary. Weird. Okay, so yeah, we need the nugget mold. Oh, I was looking at the compressor. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I'm in... Gosh, guys, what's wrong with me today? I need some water. Whew. All right. So there's the compressor or the alloy smelter. That takes 10 seconds. No, that's the wrong thing. This one takes 20 seconds. whereas the compressor takes 30 seconds. Okay, they're not that different. I mean, it's whatever. Which one was cheaper, power-wise? Compressor is 80 liters a second. Nope, gotta find the right one. It's so weird how it doesn't differentiate between nuggets. And then when you right-click on the steam, it changes to all options, but it keeps the one you already... Anyway, so then you can't scroll up and down as easy. Anyway, 80 liters a second for the compressor, and for the alloy smelter molding, it is also 80 liters a second. Okay, they're really basically the same thing. So then I take all of this crap and I jam it into the compressor, and it will take 5 years, but we're not doing anything else with the compressor right now. So we'll start getting some wrought iron ingots that way. And now we take the rest of our brass plates over here. Go ahead and sleep. Alt click moves all of... I'm pretty sure I was not alt clicking. Back to that earlier thing that happened with the wood. No, I'm not alt clicking. I'm shift clicking. But how am I shift clicking it all? What is happening? Because shift plus double click moves all of the items into the other container. That's what I'm trying to do, is this. But sometimes it all gets thrown. I'm telling you what inputs I'm using. I'm only holding shift and clicking the left mouse button. I'm not pressing Q, I'm not middle clicking, I'm not holding alt or control. I am only holding the left shift key and I am double clicking. And sometimes, I don't know how, right? It will throw all of the items at once. I cannot figure out how it's happening. Click and drag doesn't do it. Is it double click and drag? Something's happening. There. How did that happen? There, it happened again. That was 2 individual clicks. Shift, click, click. Okay, that didn't do it. Click, click. Click, click. There it happened. Whatever's happening, like, I'm even trying to figure out what I'm doing differently and I can't figure it out. There, it happened again and I didn't even move onto a different square. So something... What is going on here? I assume, can I turn it off? It's pretty rare I would ever even want to do this anyway. So there's a part of me that just wants to disable it. Because I'm not really sure what's happening here. I remember the same issue existing as well in the last season of GTNH. I'm pretty sure I remember the same thing happening, or at least it feels familiar. So whatever is there, it's the same as it was 2 versions ago. Correct. This is not just some weird plugin. This is just GTNH classic style. I'm gonna throw 3 stacks of iron into the forge hammer. That might be the last iron we ever need to be forge hammered. And then I'm gonna take... Ooh, see, it's already distributed all the nuggets. I'm gonna take all this ground cassiterite ore and smelt it up. Real nice. And then we need more wood. Cannot wait to... Oh, time for the scythe. Time for the scythe. Whoever's always telling me about scythes, now is your moment. I don't know how much steel I need here. We also need to go get some more lava. Why don't I do that now? use the backpack trick. I have lava gloves, so I don't feel like the backpack trick is even really cheesy. You can put the smeltery tank in the helmet slot. That's hilarious. Speaking of helmet slot, oh, there goes my helmet. That was funny timing. No. Oh, you're saying it could go in a baubles slot? Oh, you can't fill it partially. Okay. Just really want to make sure those don't get dumped into lava. Yep, you can still wear it on your head. That's hilarious. Does it prevent you from taking damage from it? Oh my gosh, it does. That's amazing. Your face is literally submerged in lava and you don't take damage. Well, if there's anything that requires you to suspend disbelief, it's that. That's really funny. Kind of is the mood right now, to be honest. This is how I feel right now. Ooh, piston boots. Let's make the piston boots. I did put that in the title of the stream, and I kind of forgot about it until just now. Oh yeah, it's right here. All right, there we go. And then, let's see, for the scythe, I need 8 plus 2 tool rods. I'm just gonna use wood for that. And if I can do an obsidian binding, I can, yeah. Wait, can I make tough tool rods out of... I can make them out of netherrack or obsidian. Wait, you can't handcraft obsidian though, but you can handcraft netherrack, right? Yeah. Oh, but I need 2 of them. Okay. So there's those. And then we need the tough binding. And then we need the scythe head, which is that one. And the only reason I'm even making it steel is just because I want to have the same repair material. In terms of value, I don't really think it's worth the steel, but steel's also not that expensive to me. Right now, the steel is actually more expensive because of using charcoal than it is for anything else. And I'm thinking I can do can you do the fluid trash can anytime soon? I actually can. I just need an ender pearl. When can I buy those? I can buy ender pearls once I... Really? You have to start HV to buy ender pearls? Okay, I might have to go kill an Enderman or two to get one. Is there another way to get these from a quest reward before then? You're gonna hate this, and MV2 gets you some. Oh, right, you can buy Enderman eggs. Forgot about that. How expensive are they? 10 for 2 eggs. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I remember that's what we did. In fact, I should start collecting Enderman eggs. Just one of the 10 billion things you need to have on your to-do list. We should start doing this quest to collect a pile of Enderman eggs to try to get a regenerating one someday. Yeah, we can just plop them in the smeltery, and we get like 10 or 20 ender pearls per Enderman or something, right? I don't remember how many, but it's a good amount. I'm gonna put those eggs over here since we might use them here. Anyway, back to the scythe thing. Steel on the bottom, boom. Oh, the soul vial. I forgot about the soul vial. I was gonna say, I didn't remember buying millions of eggs, but that's kind of what my brain rewrote the past to look like for it to make sense. Yeah, the soul vial. I remember that now. And you just pick them up and drop. You only need one, right? You just keep redoing it? Or does he slowly take damage from that and you eventually need a second one? Alright, this scythe looks really cool too. It looks like, with the netherrack color and the purple on it, this looks very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like diabolical. Looks like a hell scythe. Once they're infernal, they don't change anymore, so you have to re-roll them. Got it, got it, got it. So you're rolling basically one infernal per egg until... Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Good. No, don't sprint. Oof, I just started sprinting. Come here. Now, the other thing I can do is I can fuel with birch saplings. You might call me crazy, but the burn time is 1/3 that of birch logs. And if we're running 10 smelteries, we need 1 item per second. But the burn time is 200 ticks. What am I trying to say? Running 10 smelteries, we need 1 birch sapling every 5 seconds. Is that correct? So this doesn't work. Why is my brain saying it should work? I'm off by a factor of 2 somewhere. Because we already said that the conveyor pulls a stack every 20 seconds. Which is about 1/3 of what we need in terms of like ores. So let's say we had something that had a burn time of 200, which smelts exactly 1 item. Then the conveyor would be 3 times as fast as we need it to be. Right? Because we only need 1 item every 10 seconds, and this is moving 64 items every 10 seconds. So the conveyor's 3 times faster than we need it to be. So why is... If it's 3 times faster, shouldn't this be exactly the amount we need then? Not just 5 furnaces worth? If we move 1 stack of saplings in 20 seconds, that's enough. Oh, that is enough. But here's the problem. It's not... I think now we're going to run into item pipe problems. Because the item pipes only move 1 item... What rate did we end up with? Yeah, item pipes only move 1 item a second. So we would only be able to run 5 on the saplings. Dang, if we had gone with bigger brass pipes, which would have cost twice as much, we would have been able to do it, but Will saplings power an advanced coke oven? I don't think so. Okay, so the thing I want next is tin plates. Do we have enough tin plates in here? I need to make some more tin item pipes. We can use the tiny pipes, so it might be enough. And let's make the barrels. Why can I only make 2 of those? Oh, I need more chests. Okay, let's get this added in. We'll favorite that. And I'll do Shift A on that. And now I should be able to make the barrels. And then I actually want to favorite this as well. For when we need that. Okay. Uh-oh. Panic. Our inventory is too full. Okay, what just happened there? What is it? I don't know what's going on. Was it working? I don't know. Still some weirdnesses, I think, with the auto crafting. Okay, but now it seems to be working fine. I don't know. But there's 13 barrels. And we also need a few more item pipes. Tiny tin item pipe. Perfect. Okay. We need the wrench. Again, with inventory problems. Okay, that should be enough. Plus the ones I already have. Yeah, surely that's enough. And then we need probably we don't need any extra hoppers. All right, so what we want to do here is we've already got the fluids covered. Once we have pumps, we'll be able to automate that fully. Though I will need one more wooden pipe to go up, so I can attach the pump directly. Or I could have it go underneath, and then that might be a little more, like, flavorful to have the creosote come out the bottom. But for this part, do I want the input to run around the back or around the front? Like, this is purely a question of aesthetics. Do I want the look of the item pipes running along the front or the top, feeding the items in? Or do I want to hide it more and put it in the back? What actually looks better here? I need to get rid of some stuff here for a minute. Because, yeah, one thing I'm thinking is we run the... let's get a little ladder here. One option is run it along the top like this. With the input being... there. So that's one option. We could also run it along the top middle, along this row, one tile further back. We could run it along the back, and it could just go sideways in along the back. What do I think looks the best? The problem with it being on top is that we then need a chest with a hopper into the item pipe, so the chest will have to be at least one tile taller than that. So that was kind of why I was leaning towards going along the side, because then the chest can be at like this height. This way the chest is going to be like way up there. because a hopper is how I'm gonna have to feed it for now. But I can pretty easily move to a conveyor once we can afford conveyors, and then we can position it slightly lower. So maybe I do just go with the... Let's try the other look and see how it feels. The top-middle approach. Yeah, and I can't run it down Ethereum because of the... Well, no, I guess I can. The hopper just has to feed in and then it can go up. It's so weird when gravity doesn't apply to things. I can run it down. Yeah, I think this is probably for the best. I do wish the pipes looked bigger just from an aesthetic standpoint, but I don't want to spend the extra tin to make these bigger. Okay, so that's all we need there, and then I think we're gonna center it, so I think I'll put the feeding one right in the middle. And then we can just do that. That. Wait, no. No, right here. Feed the hopper in, and then the chest can go here. So then that should be all we need to do for all of our input. That's the one I didn't want to break. It's kind of funny. This one is the one I wanted, and this one. Is 1 log per 4 seconds enough? Oh yeah. 1 log is a 90-second recipe. So we need 4 per 90. We definitely have enough for that. Perfect. Okay, so that does that, and then we pick these guys up. And then we can just have the one there, and then the item pipes will just deliver. And we can hopper into the central pipe along this. This is going to be a little bit of a mess to connect, but nope. It's not what we wanted. And then we'll hopper in. Oh no. Like that. Alright, we gotta sleep. Yeah, I mean, a tiny 10 item pipe is enough for... How many cook ovens could you run off of one? Whatever... Because you can do 1/8 per second. So you could run 10 coke ovens every 90 seconds is still 1/9 of an item per second. So you could run like 12... Roughly 12 coke ovens off of a tiny tin item pipe and hopper setup. So it's surprisingly robust given how slow it is. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. How is that not? Oh, come on. I'm above the black line there and it's still attaching to the wrong side. Boo. I guess this is the way to fix it. Oh, I can't see it from this end though. Will that do it? Yeah, that did it. Tiny tin is 1/8. Oh, good point. I have to connect it to the hopper, not the coke oven. So I was doing the wrong thing anyway. There is that to think about. There we go. That's what we want. And then I guess I can just do that then. And that. And that. And then that one. I can't get the right view on that. All right. So we got that going. Then we need this guy. Then we need this guy. Then we need this guy. And then that one just goes there. That should be it. So now the only thing left is to get 4 LV pumps, and then we're fully automated. Oh, I love it. That's so cool. And that'll just build up charcoal. Now, LV pump. What do they cost? We're gonna make whatchamacallit first, but they're really not that expensive once I've made more motors. I really do want to move. I'll probably wait on that though till I have like the wire mill, because we're ready for that sort of thing. But let's work on piston boots. So I'll put the scythe in my tool belt here. And the saw and the chisel also live in there. So much random stuff. Oh, the barrels! I forgot about the barrels. Well, I can start thinking about these for auto input. Oh, mobs can spawn on top of barrels. That's an important note. But yeah, I'll just put those in my inventory. As well as hoppers. Barrel chests and hoppers get used frequently. So I think that's worth carrying around. Furnaces, maybe not so much. Type of preference for 1 evaluated storage? I don't know what you mean by evaluated storage. Maybe I missed what you were saying earlier. Look at all this tin! Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna get... Oh no, that's wasteful. We'll get the bending machine before we need this much tin. Let me just throw in a little bit of tin for plate making. Put the rest in here for now. And then I wanted to make some more sand, so I'm gonna throw that into here. And I do need the barrel for separation purposes. Now you can throw gravel into that. And then that makes me... It's now macerating that wooden chest. Gotta look out for that one. That's funny. There's some rotations wrong. Can you oh no. Can you rotate these? Can you do it with the soft mallet? I don't know if you can. Huh. If anyone knows how to rotate one of these, let me know. Okay, so next on our list is a Piston boots. I know I removed the hopper first. Aren't you proud of me? I'm so proud of me. All right, so we need 2 rubber sheets and 2 pistons and a single bronze screw. That's pretty chill. So a single bronze. Screw is going to be a file, a saw, a file, and then 2 rubber sheets. We already know how to make. What was it? 3 to 1 though? 2 to 1. Okay. And 2 pistons and 2 tanned leather. I should be a good little boy, though. Whenever I use tanned leather, I should get more. Is there a different kind of wrench I could use to try rotating the barrel? Like, is this like a Gregtech wrench versus some other weird wrench or something? And then I should probably go feed my animals. I don't want to use the scythe because I don't want to collect a bunch of stuff I don't need. The cows are doing something with that ladder. Interesting. Now there's a bunny in here. It's chaos. Alright. They don't seem to be escaping. I think I pushed that one up and out. Well, maybe. I don't actually know. They might be able to escape there. Yeah, it might not have the rotation. I do know it's new, but you'd think it'd be able to be rotated. Maybe not. Okay, so Piston. What all does a piston require? Oh, we need some red alloy plates. Okay, let me get some redstone and make some more red alloy. We're gonna need that. It's making sand. And then red alloy takes forever to forge hammer, but it'll get done eventually. Oh yeah, buy pistons with coins. Forgot about that. And they're the cheap coins, so it's worth it. Yeah. I don't know how I keep forgetting this. It's so good. What? Oh, submit. There we go. Why not find loot games for Sigil? I feel like I've talked about this like 15 times now. Not that it's your fault, Jacob. You probably haven't heard me talk about it, so I'm not. It's not your fault for asking that. It's just funny. It seems to be a very It's like talking about what moondrop turd do you choose in Pyanodons. Everybody's got an opinion about the healing axe, and it feels like people who don't do the food way are very, very quick to tell you that there's another way. For one, I don't understand that way. It's got a lot of finicky mechanics that I've never interacted with before. So that's like the very short version of why I haven't already talked about doing that, or I'm not doing that. The longer version is I might actually end up doing it that way, but I still like farming either way. Because you get a lot of hearts that way. And are we good to go now? No, I need to make the leather boots with 4 regular leather. Alright, piston boots are here. No. Now piston boots are here. Yay! And then I'm throwing those straight in the trash. Trash can check, we're good. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Let's just run outside. I can just walk up mountains. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. And then glide off. Feels so good. Oh man, I've missed piston boots. That's so nice. Okay, well, we got that done. Where's the quest for that? I'm not being efficient with my farming? What do you mean? I mean, there's a million ways I'm not being efficient. Which one in particular are you referring to? I do think a loot bag here is the best. 2 rubber just isn't that much. And I can buy the pistons with coins. Alright, and then the lumber axe quest and the scythe quest get me some coins as well. Nether quartz gets me, I guess, another loot bag. Rubber sheets gets me a loot bag. Doesn't matter. Well, but I don't even know what you're referring to. Like, do you mean I'm not being efficient as in I'm not collecting my crops very often? Or I don't even know what you mean. We'll eat that next to get the hearts from it. And now what? Let's kind of take stock of where we're at. Is there anything else we need to do here? I need to hold yellow limonite in my hands. Wait, what? We've done this. Oh, I need to hold the cauldron? Wait, but I've held the cauldron too. Oh, I haven't unlocked it. First, I need to hold redstone ore, ruby ore, and cinnabar ore. I see. I think we have cinnabar in here, right? Yay! Ooh. I will take the veggie burger. I don't think I need the essence berries. Oh, you mean just using a food farm like I have to get hearts for later? I don't actually know if that's true. That's a lot of work to automate all of those, like the forestry stuff and the farm station and getting like 5 or 10 of everything. Making one of each food is a pretty huge project. I don't think there's any way around that. And actually planting some of each crop from the what are they called? The gardens from Pam's isn't that bad. The real benefit is the kitchen. Once you have the kitchen, then you can just make all the stuff super fast and easy. Okay, so now I need the cauldron and the redstone. Okay. This is just an early way to get netherrack, tool rod. Don't care about that now. We've already been to the nether. And I don't really think I need any more of these. The animal one's kind of nice to get the precision shears. But we're a long way away from that. Think I care about any of these. I guess I could do drawers. But I think we're pretty much done with the Stone Age. Steam Age wise, small tin item pipes will get me a spaghetti food. So that's a thing. Fish, I don't care about. Lapis, I just need to hold a stack of lapis. Are we in a position to do that easily? Yes, I am. But I have to smelt it. Or I can forge hammer it directly. Mostly it's fine to do what you want. No, completely it's fine to do what you want. This is a video game that we play for fun. What would be less fine, I think what's important, and we get into this in the Pyanodon's Discord all the time. What's important is that whoever's playing is having a good time. And sometimes being more efficient is actually more fun, and not doing a really painful, grindy thing when there's an alternative is helpful and will help you have more fun in the mod pack. I think what happens though is we often think that other people would have fun doing the exact same things that we find more fun, and it's like, well, sometimes, you know, but the problem is people gatekeeping other people's fun in the first place, where it's like, wait a second, like, I might be able to do it more efficiently, but that doesn't mean I'd have more fun doing it that other more efficient way. Partially because maybe it wasn't my idea, partially because maybe I don't understand how to do it easily, partially because maybe it's less fun for a variety of reasons that could be even intangible. Maybe I just don't like the vibe of it. You know, like some people just don't like the idea of bees, and it doesn't even have anything to do with the game mechanics. And that's totally fair. It might be true that like they're missing out on a potential easy way to do something, but it also is like, if that's how they want to play, that's fine. As long as they're not arguing, there isn't another way to do this, and then it's like there is. So I think I like when people are adding information to my pool of potential ways to do things. I like less when people are telling me how to play the game, and I should be doing it way number X or way Z or way Y. And I'm not saying you're doing that complex. I think this is just a pretty common topic that we come back to time and time again in Gregtech and in Pyanodons. And I just want to kind of pretty frequently send out the PSA to the world that it's helpful to let other people play the way they want to play. It's also useful sometimes to help give people new information on, like, did you know you could do it this way? This might be something of interest to you. Or, you know, because like sometimes I don't. There's a lot I don't know about Gregtech. So in that sense, I'm all for learning new things and people giving me new tools and helping me discover stuff. There's a mod that replaces bees with frogs. That is funny, because are frogs that different than bees? I mean, in some senses, yes, they're completely different, but I guess if you're just scared of bees, is that like a phobia thing? Or is it just for funny thing? Yeah, Kiv, I appreciate that. I think that's also part of why I want to make sure I don't respond harshly to people that are introducing new information, because like when people tell me things about things on stream, it also informs people that are watching my stream. And so like it is useful to have knowledgeable people like saying, hey, there's this thing, like this is another way to do that task or whatever. That's actually really useful, and I think it helps the other people watching my channel too, because I don't know all the routes and all the options. And so I really do rely on the know-how of other viewers and stuff. So it's a fine line, you know, of like, I don't want just complete and utter, whoa. I haven't tried jumping since I got the piston boots. I forgot. I forgot. This is amazing. Yay. Anyway, yeah, it's like trying to run a channel where like there's lots of helpful people giving helpful comments, but also it's not just pure and utter backseating. It's hard. Alright, hopefully that's enough redstone for now until we get to the next stage of whatever it is we're doing. I guess it isn't, because we need redstone until we get a polarizer, right? And I guess a polarizer is not that expensive. It's just a casing and wires. Yeah, exactly, Kiv. It's the same thing for me where, like, there's stuff that I've forgotten about, there's stuff I did last time. The quest book, the ordering isn't always perfect. And the other thing about the quest book is a lot of the stuff that you want is in the non-linear stages of the quest book, like in here or in here, and like you can't look through all of these tabs all the time. Like it's absurd to expect someone to have found a specific quest in one of these sub, tabs. And so the main quest book will sometimes guide you to those things in these other pages, but not all of them. So there's a lot of stuff in the game you're just not going to learn about without someone pointing you towards it or without stumbling upon it. So that's where it's helpful when people are a bit more open with their advice of like, hey, did you know this thing exists, rather than like, you should do it that way. Anyway, what am I doing? We have a scythe. I got a headache from hitting the roof. You're an LV and haven't used a crop stick? How dare you? You should be using crop sticks. You should feel bad for not being perfectly efficient. Kidding. In all seriousness though, I do think crop sticks is one of those things that's like a hidden secret? Not so hidden secret? They're so good. Also, I'm thinking these nether gardens aren't growing. Can anyone confirm if nether gardens grow on grass or not for me? Do I need to place some netherrack on the ground for these to grow? But yeah, crop sticks for wood are ridiculously easy, so that's one of those ones where I would recommend it to new players just because it's so dang easy. See, Complex, I actually agree or disagree completely with that statement. I think it's easier for a noob to set this up and never deal with a lumber axe, because you can set this up long before you even have a lumber axe. As soon as you have access to iron tools, you can make this. Oops. Yeah, I thought nether gardens grew on grass. It's maybe it just hasn't been enough time. That's possible here. Right, but I think if you're talking about new players, that's where I would argue that new players don't need a massively high volume of wood in the first place. And so something like this is far simpler to go out and collect once in a while with zero. It also doesn't require any durability. Lumber axes are kind of expensive to repair. You end up using a lot of ingots because they use a lot of durability to chop down the big trees. So I don't know. I think the crop sticks is like the most noob friendly way personally. Followed by a lumber axe being the next best solution for sure. Alright, how did I get iron nuggets? Oh, because I smelted the crushed iron. That's right. Alright, well, what am I doing? I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with what we've done so far, though. Let's look at... Maybe I should make some ender pearls. And when can I make these tanks? I can already make them. Okay. Why don't I actually make a couple of these? I even made some obsidian glass, didn't I? Yep. So I just need some screws and some rings, and we should be good to go. Didn't work. I'm missing iron ingots. Alright. Now, I'm on page 2 up here, which is different than being... These are like individual... It's like these are different books, and up here are the pages of the book. It can be very confusing. Okay, there we go. 1 and 2. Nice. Yay! Yeah, Wellington, so for food, I think if you're doing any of the Pam's stuff, one of the ones I've found the easiest is stuffed eggplant. Because it's 3 and then 1.5 for saturation, and all it needs is wooden rolling pins, which are just straight up wood, garlic, and eggplant. Like, you don't need to do anything weird, there's nothing with meat, it's very renewable and simple, just eggplant and garlic from Pam's Harvest Craft. So that one's pretty good. Spring salads are pretty good because they're just a knife, which again you can get with flint, lettuce, and then a lot of the different greens like broccoli or zucchini or tomato. Fruit salads are chill, just knife and 2 fruit. So those ones are like super easy renewables. Beef Wellington's a little bit trickier, but it's still just spinach, mushroom, dough, which you can just macerate with a mortar, and then any sort of meat. So that's pretty easy as well. There's a lot of other ones too that I looked into. I remember there was something else I did last season that was pretty easy to make. I don't remember what it was though, unfortunately. Should I save the golden carrots for something else? Could literally get gold out of it. That's funny. I'll keep one for eating and I'm gonna put the other one away. Okay, so anyway, these tanks, I wanted to see, can we easily hook this in to be accessible? Oh, I love being able to jump on top of this. Wrench. You can dodge a wrench, but can you dodge a ball? Do these actually work this way? They do. Perfect. So that'll help a bit with the buffer. Oh yeah, the sausage, the maple sausage one. I remember that. The maple sapling is a big deal. Yeah, it's just spice leaf and the maple sausage. Although the sausage and bread is a little trickier because you need ketchup and bread. And bread needs dough, which is like a couple steps, and you need 2 dough each, and then you have to smelt it. So it's a little bit trickier, but it is also extremely strong. The beef Wellington is honestly kind of overpowered in terms of how strong it is, and as much as I am not a fan of nerfing things generally, it does feel like the beef Wellington could be nerfed, and it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, and what's the pizza? So onion, bell pepper, spice leaf. So those are all renewable, but it's 3 things. And then you need the cheese though, which is kind of a pain because that needs salt and milk. So yeah, really the beef Wellington, it seems to be the king. There's nothing that comes close to being as simple. The tank doesn't have auto output. Oh no. Wait, for real? Let's, I was kind of assuming it would just go in and out, but no, that's a really good point. Come on. Consume. There we go. And you are correct. I'd have to put a faucet on that tank. Can I forget, will this tank, oh. It doesn't even store, I guess it's a way for me to void creosote then. Not portable, use the dolly. It does say that right on the tin. Gotcha, okay. Well, thank you for pointing that out. I would have just assumed that was gonna work for me. Attach another pipe? That wouldn't work unless it does actually auto output. It seems like it might not. Oh yeah, I have all this stuff. Ooh, look at all this charcoal. Ah, yes, stream delay, our old friend. Oh, yeah. Not quite enough to make it all the way to the end. Look at all this steel! Ho 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 ho, yeah, baby. Yeah, the tank is used for crafting as hatches. That's why I made it, is because I remembered we needed it for other stuff. I do remember using one of these for some reason, though. Maybe I... Oh, I remember why I used it. I wanted it for the visual. I think I ended up making the aluminum one, or maybe it was the obsidian. But I just wanted to be able to visually see how full my oil was, so I used one of these to represent that, so I knew when it was empty. Because the Gregtech ones don't have visuals. That's why I used it. But yeah, we'll need that for the recipe. Okay, can I change this now? How can I change this to be easier? I guess it's not super easy. I could make a super steep stairwell, but then I'd still need a door or a garage on the top. Alright, let's put that away for now. I have an iron to gold chest upgrade. It's probably time to think about storage. And like storing ingots and all that jazz. So... I'm thinking a drawer wall. What do I need for that? Tons of flint and tons of logs. Those aren't ready yet. I think we already have a lot of logs though in the crafting table, right? Yeah, we've got plenty of logs. Okay, do I have plenty of flint? The answer to that is no, actually. I have like no flint in here. And I think the only way I have to make flint is still the mortar and gravel. If I'm remembering correctly, at least. So let's get 6 more stacks of gravel while we're thinking about it. And then we'll grab some gravel. Oh, I also need probably some more smooth stone. Never know when you'll need more smooth stone. And then I love just being able to smelt things like that. That is really handy. Okay, so now we have that, and I should just be able to go back to my gravel thing here. Okay, there's 2 stacks of gravel. So now I should be able to go and make the 2x2 birch drawers. Except it's the wrong one. Where's the one that we actually make? Do I have to make the oak one and then chisel it? Guess so. Okay, and I don't think I have favorited slabs. Okay, perfect. So we just shift A on that. And then there we go. And I need a saw, which we've broken. Make 2 of them. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. This is so easy. And I love it. Oh my gosh, we just made 20 drawers so easily. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, where am I gonna put my drawer wall? I kind of want to put it here, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Because I don't know what I'm doing with this wall exactly yet. I might put my LV machines over here. I don't know what other Steam multis I'm going to do. Kiv, you just were asking about that, and I'm not really sure. This is kind of... I feel like I don't want to plan things out super crazy. I think you can get, or at least I can get overwhelmed by trying to plan it out too perfectly. I probably will make the steam compressor and the ore washing one. I don't know what other ones I'll make. And I might upgrade this one to a high speed at some point with the steel. That's a short. Okay, the other question... I'm not gonna worry about it yet. For now, let's just move this all back here. Blue stuff. Oh gosh, I really should have done this differently. The dyes go in here. Just gonna start like this. Oh good, we got a quest. That's really why I was doing this. I need commands so you can speak to editor Gregtech. Now that would be interesting. Like a command that somehow you say on Discord or on Twitch, and it would trigger my computer to hit a hotkey combo. That would then, oh no, this is where we wanted these. That would then trigger a chapter marker on OBS. That would be nuts. Also, where did the other chest go? Oh, it's still on the ground. Oh gosh. You'd put ore washing in a separate building? Yeah, I might put it on the roof. At some point, I want to take this roof off and make it a second level instead of a roof. And kind of have this be an extended vertical area. So I might take this strip out, and then this can be my second floor, and I could put more machines up here. I'm not really sure. I don't have an extended plan yet. I don't know if I like that or not. I'm undecided. Okay. I got a little overzealous with these chests. I thought, it'll be fine. It was not, in fact, fine. Alright. I think that's pretty much what we had before. Dye, lapis, calcite, and I think that's it. All right, and then the actual drawer wall, I think I want to be here to start. I love piston boots. They're so great. They're so great. Okay, and then how do we make the key? I feel like we can't make it yet, but let me double check. We can make it. We can make it, actually. I need 1, 2, and a gold plate. Did I turn fire tech off? Yes, I did. What's the purpose of the green blocks? Oh, those are just, I didn't have glass yet. So I used bushes instead of glass. They're skylights. Okay, so I'm going to move all ingots to the drawer wall. And organization of the ingots could be a bit iffy to start out, but we're just gonna start with that. And I'll bring ingots back into here as needed, but for now, I'm just gonna take them all out. Tumbaga, I might not put in the drawer wall. Let's see about that one. Okay, so iron. I kind of want the main ones to actually be lower rather than, because those are like too high up. So I think I want iron to be here. And I need something here. I need some sort of cap on this so it doesn't look weird. But okay, so iron, copper, maybe tin and bronze as the first squad of 4. And then we can have steel. What else? Steel, wrought iron. Are there other metals that we've been making that I've been forgetting about? I guess red alloy. Technically gold. Gold needs to go somewhere. Gold and silver probably will go here. I'll do silver and gold there. So yeah, why don't I do wrought iron there? I have 811 copper ingots. Whoa. That's a lot more than I thought I had. Hey, see you later, Kiv. Thanks for stopping by. And then I'll put red alloy there. Okay. I guess rubber could be one of them. Sure. It's a bit of an unconventional ingot, but I'll accept it. And then we're gonna put weird stuff on the other end, like coke oven bricks, just to have a place to put them. Basically, things in large quantities that might be used for the base, I might put on the other side. Though I could also just put those in here. That's kind of what I've used these ones for. I don't really know. Yeah. Never mind. I think I want these in here. There's a small enough amount of bricks that I think this is fine for now. I have a single zinc ingot, but we will use zinc more, so why don't we put zinc? Zinc can go with like lead and such in like Twilight Foresty resources. Maybe we'll put zinc there. And Yeah. Feels pretty good. The drop-off button in the inventory is so useful once your storage is organized. So here's my problem with it, is it'll drop off stuff that you don't want. Like if I did the drop-off button, it'll get rid of the dirt that I might want in my inventory. So that's the only downside to it, is it might not always do what you want. But I do agree it's extremely useful, and I need to figure out how to like maximize it, I think. So clay plates I might throw in here. Maybe I'll put ingots below, and then we'll put like plate type things up here. So I'm gonna put clay plates. I'm being a bit random, because I definitely will want some dusts up there. Like sulfur dust, rubber dust. Redstone dust, glowstone dust. I might even end up needing those to be in bigger sections. Glowstone could maybe have its own home. Piston boots, more like piston boost. Woo! It's so nice. Am I having fun with GTNH? Yeah, I am. I really am. Today's a bit of a weird day for me, so I might seem like I'm in a weird mood because I am, but I'm having a good time. What do I want to put here? I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. What do these chisel into? Let's start with that. Or we can saw them into something maybe. They don't chisel? Aw, that's a bummer. I feel like this could have some really cool chisel opportunities. Oh, you can't even forge microblock them either. Bummer. Huh. Okay, well, never mind on that. Oh yeah, I can like do like smooth, like by smelting and stuff. Huh. Deep slate. Yeah. Okay. Well, what am I thinking for this? What if I did like a pillar? Pillar could work. Yeah, that actually works nicely to like break up the monotony, or not monotony, but like break up the room a bit. Now it does look weird that it's the only one. But it definitely helps, so I'm gonna leave it there. For now. Am I gonna get a pet in this series? I don't know what you mean by a pet. What pets are available? I know there's an ocelot. What else is available? I think a tank is more useful than a loot bag in this case. Take bronze plates. Despite my derpage, we have gotten a lot of quests done in this episode. And a free wrought iron hammer. Sweet, I'll take it. So much random food here. Free wrench. No such thing as a free wrench. Plate mold. This glowstone should be in my inventory because it's really a way to have a lamp. A wolf? An owl? Ooh, an owl sounds fun. I do like owls. Alright, I might be getting close to the end of the stream here. I had a little bit of a shorter one today. I think in the next episode I want to get to LV, but I don't know if I'm quite feeling that today. What is this? Oh, the nether furnaces. We already know about that. I could go mining in the nether to get some bricks that way. Yeah, let's make the drawer key. And maybe the dolly? Can I make the rubber rounds yet? Yes. So I need... what? 1 steel plate and some random iron rods? Okay, and this needed a couple gold. I don't remember if we put... I think we took all the iron out of here. Okay, so then... for the key, we needed a single gold rod and a single gold bolt. Which means we need another gold rod. And then we need an upgrade template, which needs 4 steel screws, which we'll make real quick. I think we have hotkeyed somewhere, but this will only take me a moment. If I can find a file. There we go. 4 steel screws. I need a 1x2 compact drawer, and I need to buy more pistons. Alright. So there's pistons, and then I need to make a 1... oh, no, I can just use any drawer. Okay, well, we'll use the cheaper one then. Am I really 1 log short? No, surely that's not right. What just happened? How did I get 2 logs in my hand? Oh, it's not finishing? Wait, what is it missing? Yeah, auto-crafting's still bugged. What is going on here? Is my inventory too full? That might be the problem. It would be... I'm guessing it doesn't know that your inventory's too full. Like, it can't know that is probably what's going on. It'd be so nice if it could give you a warning, like your inventory, like it's not going to work because your inventory's too full, but it probably can't know until it's in the process of doing it that that's going to happen. It's still buggy. It had everything it needed, but it just didn't do it. I don't know. I don't understand. Thankfully, there's going to be a lot of people playing the beta, and they'll provide probably far more useful bug reports than I ever could. And now we can make the drawer key. Bloop, 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 bloop. And we'll toss the key back here or something. And then what I think we'll do is probably try to use gold chests maybe back here for just mass storage of stuff. And then these are all going to become probably iron barrels at some point. So I guess we do want a lot more iron, but... okay, I was going to do one other thing. Oh, the dolly. So we need... I think we have everything we need. Do we have steel plates in here? We do not. So let me make some steel plates. Make 20 here. And then what I'll probably do, I'm trying to just think about the best way to organize this. I'll probably end up, because one iron barrel should have roughly the same inventory as a double chest. Or is it exactly the same? Or is it roughly the same? No, it's exactly the same. The steel has more. If I want to spring for spinning steel, I could alternate like steel chests and drawers. That's an option at least. I don't know. For now, let's grab steel plates and try to make this dolly situation. So I need 3 rods for each one of those, plus 3 more rods, so I need 9 rods. And then I need 4 rings, 2 iron minecart wheels, and then we need the correct rubber rounds. 4 of them, or did I need more? I don't know. Oh, I only needed 2. Okay. Trash can, rubber rounds. That's okay with me. We got a dolly! Yay! Oh, it's so nice, to be honest. Really makes a difference. Oh yeah, and you can collapse it to put it in your backpack. Sweet. Hey, I'm Solid Gold. Is there a mod list for my Pinedons run? Yes, there is in the paste. There's a paste bin link. It might be slightly outdated. The best thing you can do to easily get it is to join my Discord, and you can download a save that has all the mods installed already, and you can just sync your mods with that save, and that'll actually also sync the startup settings. If you don't want all of that, there's also just a paste bin in the YouTube comment, or in the YouTube description, that has most of the important ones. There's a few small additions I think I've made since then, but it's pretty much the same list. Nice. Best of luck to you. Pinedons is a heck of a drug. Alright, what do we get here? Choice rewards. Structural Mark II magic drawer? What is a magic drawer? Oh, is that just magic wood drawer? Can you turn it back into magic wood? No. Okay. I mean, this really isn't worth that much either. I feel like none of these are worth that much. So I'll just take the Steam Age loot bag. You told your wife you're back in around 800 hours. Exactly. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Strudel, I got bad news. You did technically make it before the end of the stream, but I'm probably not going that much further. Don't worry, this next week there are going to be some streams that are not the standard times, so that should be good for the people who struggle to make it at the normal times. I guess I should have the crowbar with me now that I'm doing more stuff with machines. If only there was some way to rewatch on a streaming service. I know, right? Crazy. These freaking bonsais are so broken, it's ridiculous. It's just so easy. And now we do need some more fuel, I think, so I'm just gonna turn this all into fuel. Alright. Well, that'll last a little while. That's basically a whole chest worth of smelting, because each plank is 1.5 items. Alright. Now, what else do we need? I could make a charcoal pile igniter. Do I care about that? Probably not. I can just make more coke ovens at this point. I'm already set up for that world. Already made a drawer key. We'll get that eventually. Could make a rubber soft mallet. I guess I'll do it for the chicken pot pie, but that's the only reason I care. Again, with that, if anyone can crack the case on how I'm accidentally doing that, I would be very happy with you, because I cannot seem to figure it out. It would be very nice to know why that keeps happening. Alright, let's make a rubber mallet. I'm out of sticks, apparently. Nope, I'm not. Flop. And why not? We'll keep the rubber one for our own personal use. Quest complete. Chicken pot pie. Those actually aren't that hard either. But it's so much worse than a beef Wellington. Why would you do it? Name remover. Island journey. Nether trees. You do get 4 dark steel for it. Is that enough to make... Now here's a good question. Here's a good question. Is 4 dark steel enough to make a prospector? It actually is. I seem to loosely remember doing it for that exact reason. Because I think a dark steel... Let me look. Dark steel, 24% 3x3, 1300 durability. Versus steel. Am I making this up? No, it's the exact same as steel. No, that's not why I did it. Oh, and you need the drill tip to be the same material. Okay, I didn't realize that. Never mind. Was there something else that dark steel makes that I really would have wanted? I feel like I did that quest to, like, skip doing dark steel normally. But I don't remember why. I don't know why I'm clicking through these. It's not going to tell me anything. It wasn't for sprinklers. I don't even know what a sprinkler is. Huh. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I do remember doing this quest, and maybe that's all I'm remembering. It's very possible. I'm not actually remembering anything in specific. All right, 10 more minutes. What should we do in 10 minutes? Tell me, Twitch chat. Give me a task. I need to eat all this food is what I need to do. Ooh, we could use our fancy lumber axe to go chop some make the cheeseburger. Guess I could make a cheeseburger. I don't know how easy it is to make a cheeseburger, but we could try. That 2x2 actually grew properly. I wonder if that will be the norm or not so much. Also, it's really satisfying that the whole thing just falls apart from cutting down one. Hey, Black Star, thanks for the follow. Alright, there we go. That should be good. What actually do we need for a cheeseburger? Is it actually feasible to make one right now? What's deluxe? Deluxe adds a lettuce and tomato. How much does it actually? It doesn't even add that much. It only adds 1 heart. I guess it's a lot more nutrition though, or whatever that's called, saturation or satiation. Anyway, it's cheese plus a hamburger. Cheese is annoying because it needs salt and milk. And milk is not something that's easy. It's easier to do soy milk from soybeans. But even that is trickier without having... I guess I can extract soy milk, but it takes forever, but it is an option. Or you can centrifuge tofu. Anyway, the hamburger is just meat and toast and a skillet, but a skillet... Okay, we can make a skillet. Toast is bread cooked twice. Basically, cooked dough twice. And bread is 2 dough each. So we could do it. The cheese is a little bit annoying, though, because of the salt. But hey, why not? You said let's do it, let's do it. Let's take some soybeans and extract them. Not like I need my extractor right now anyway. And then we need to make some dough, which I think we have some leftovers. Yeah, look at that. Got some leftover dough. So we chuck that into a furnace. I can has cheeseburger, indeed. The meme is real. Why don't we buy some more pistons while I'm thinking about it? That away. Alright, so cheeseburger is incoming. We're gonna need... What else did we need? I mean, we've got lettuce and tomatoes, so we might as well make it a deluxe. And then the cheese... I guess we should make the skillet and the... So I need a bucket. And I need 2 iron rods. Then we can make the skillet. And then we need the other thing. Pot. I think it's called a pot anyway. If I can find it in this giant list of stuff. Pot at Pam. There we go. We need another bucket. And we need some rings. That's not a ring. Oh, the rings need rods. Okay. And 2 screws, of course, which needs more rods. I should almost shortcut. We're just so close to being able to make this a better way. I'm not going to want to make screws this way ever again once I have the lathe and stuff. So there's part of me that says I shouldn't do it at all. But there's the pot and the skillet. And then we need the soy milk. And I want 1 more, ideally. This thing's slow. Okay, but that's fine, because we got... Oh, I did this wrong. We gotta make the dough into bread, and then... Yeah, my bad. Gotta toast the bread, although I need to eat one of these by itself. And then it makes bread, which we then... You put bread in the furnace, and then you get toast. Okay. Perfect. And then what else do we need? We need some form of meat. I think it's any type, or mincemeat. Beef, tofu, or mincemeat. So let's grab beef. We could make human burger with mincemeat. We're not gonna do it, but we could. Soylent burger. Yeah, so it's just the meat and the toast and the skillet. That is pretty chill as far as recipes go. I want to make 5. And then I missed something, didn't I? The soy milk needs salt. Oh, the salt. I want to say we got a stack of salt from somewhere. Right? I haven't done any salt mining, but I think we have salt. Maybe... Salt... What's the... How do I do this search for, like, the ore dictionary? Like, impure or crushed or whatever it's called. Like, how do I search crushed salt from the ore dictionary? What symbol do I need again? I don't remember. Anyway, salt ore. Apparently I don't have any. I swear we did. Like, I wouldn't put my life on it, but I really thought we had gotten a stack of salt from somewhere. Maybe not. Because looking at this is all the places that have salt as a quest reward. And I haven't done any of these. So I guess I'm just going crazy. Do we have any salt ore? Really no rock salt either? Pam water plus pot is salt. Right, I forgot about the Pam water. Wait, is it? Oh, it's Pam salt. Right. Pam salt is its own thing. Wait, that's not Pam salt either. Wait, where's the salt I'm looking for? It's that one, the edible salt. It's so weird. And if I just do that recipe, do we get the bucket back? We do, okay. Is that us distilling it or something? It's so weird. Alright, well there we go. Thanks for that reminder. So we got the salt. And so now we can make the cheese, which is the pot and the salt and the soy milk. Mmm, salty soy milk. And then with the cheese and the toast and the beef. No, I'm still getting this wrong. The skillet and the toast and the beef makes the burg. So many steps, but I want to do it manually. Hamburger! And I need to keep one of those to the side, so I guess I'm only going to make 4 with cheese. And we need to keep a cheese to the side anyway, so that's perfect. And then we'll make 3 of these into deluxes. Ha ha ha! We got the cheeseburgers! Beautiful. And now I need to run around enough so that I can eat one, because it would be ridiculous to end the stream without eating one. You can use it for a ton of Metalla Essentia. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, I was trying to make a pun there. That didn't work. Bacon cheeseburger? Oh yeah, what's the bacon part add? If it's like weird, annoying Pam's bacon, I'm not gonna do it. Also, we needed to have done it on a regular cheeseburger, which I already skipped. So, too late. Too late. Yeah, if you add fries and smoothie, you get the delighted meal, which is part of the healing axe. Is this? No, that's the second one. Wait, what? Oh, it's too weird. The way it shows up there is like, this is all part of the same quest, but those look like two separate quests. Or no, that's not part of the same quest. It's just too many items to show. There's more underneath it, but you can't, there's no scroll bar here. That's what it is. This is a separate quest. 2.0, it's how you can get a second healing axe in case you lost it. Yeah. I remember that now. Okay, we're gonna eat we'll just eat the classic cheeseburger. I think that's what we want today. And we'll eat the rest of this stuff in the next episode, I guess. Here, let's get the correct view. Aww. He doesn't hold his arm up to his face in this version. Is that normal? Well, we did the cheeseburger. I hope everybody's happy. And I need another helmet. We have a lot of random food right now. Okay, don't trash anything important. Trash check is passed. That is my new thing. Always check the trash. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna throw the salt down here for now. We're not gonna need that for a while. I like how cheese looks like an ingot. That's pretty funny to me. Okay. Perfect. Inventory's nice and clean. Got lots of food for the next episode here. That's not really possible, the Twitch chat to editor Crydax pipeline. I was kind of joking about that. If there's some plugin that exists out there, then sure, let me know, but I don't really think that's possible to do in a simple way, because that would require me having some sort of plugin that's actively reading Twitch chat commands that then has the power to do something on my computer. So that surely would require installing at least 2 things, which may not even exist, on top of me recording, going into the editor later. Like I said, I'll do more thinking about where I'm kind of going with the series and all that sort of thing, but I'm guessing it's not going to involve editing. There's no eating animation, only when in first person. Interesting. I would have assumed that the hand coming up with bringing the food to the mouth would be shown in the third person view, so you could see other players like eating. It's really interesting that that's not a thing. I would not have guessed that, actually. Also, look at that delicious charcoal. Okay. You'll find a lot of things look different in third person. Yeah. I do have IFTTT. That's what I use to post to Discord. So I guess it's possible that could theoretically work. Huh. I don't know if IFTTT can monitor chat, though. I don't know if it has a chat bot. See you later, Strudel. Adios, everybody. See you later, Ubel, Provolt. Thanks for stopping by.